What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. For any of you guys that are new here, my name is Levi. Today is Wednesday, which means we are Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that would be like 2.5 days out from our show day. Last night was the first night all week that I actually got a full night's rest. Like, I slept through the entire night. As some of you guys may know, I just have not been able to sleep all that well. Also, I've just been cold because of how low in body fat percentage I am. It's been pretty rough. It's been rough, man. Like, if you're ever thinking about competing, just know that there is some serious stuff that you're gonna have to get yourself into. So some of you guys may know also, I usually carry around a gallon jug all day, and I don't usually finish the whole thing. Like, this is how much I got to yesterday, which is actually still pretty good. A little over a half gallon. Today we're cutting water. So what I figured, every single time I have a meal is I'm gonna take just a small swig of water, which will be enough to keep my mouth wet, and it'll be enough for me to live. Like, I won't die on you guys. So yeah, and it'll also be enough for me to not pass out. Also, from doing prep, I haven't realized, but dude, it is so hard to hold the camera up. I am like struggling. Okay. All right, so I don't know what that was. We just got to the gym. Check this out. I live in Washington, so that's why our summer looks like this. This has been, if not one of the worst summers we've had, and I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying that because it's one rainy day. It's actually been, if not one of the darkest, most rainy summers I have ever experienced, which has honestly been, I would say, like, depressing, because, you know, when you go out and do stuff, you usually want to be outside. Like, I would always say things like, oh, I want to live in a state that's like really sunny, because if you live in a state that's sunny, you don't really have to worry about finding something to do, because then there's always something to do. You could just go outside for something to do. But it is what it is. We got back and biceps today, one of my favorite days. I'm just so low in energy, though. It's just been hard to, I would say, enjoy my workouts overall. Thank you. So we'll see how today goes. Posing right now because I have like absolutely no pump after cardio, and I've done enough, honestly, posing sessions after my cardio that I'm gonna be ready for being on stage and being like weak and fatigued. So yeah, this is literally just a couple days out from show. We're pretty dry already, but here is everything. Honestly, guys, and go, I wish I looked like that, but like, you do not want to feel like this. People have to realize, like, one thing about bodybuilding or doing this stuff is like, there's not really balance in your life at this point. Just sacrifice to enjoy things afterwards. Kind of what I'm doing. I mean, like, it's a sacrifice for reward too, especially if you're trying to do it, like, you know, like be an IFBB pro, or like that's one of your goals or something. But for me, it's just want to be able to, like, say I did something, go through the experience and go through suffering and come out, you know, stronger. Oh my goodness. If you guys saw my full day of eating on my peak week diet, you guys know how gas this is. I also put peanut butter on it. If you guys are wondering what it is, you guys haven't seen it yet. It's like this Legendary Foods Pop-Tart. Like I said, it doesn't taste exactly like, you know, I don't even know what brand Pop-Tarts are, but it doesn't taste like the brand of Is Pop-Tart's own brand? I don't know. Tell me down in the comments, Pop-Tart's own brand. I can't remember. I put some almond butter on top of it. It's like a spread vanilla. It's so good. Feels like you shouldn't be eating it. But really quick, I wanted to show you guys because I said I cut out water today. I want to show you guys how much water I can have throughout the day. So I don't know if you guys can see that through the light, but there's only like, here, let me show you. You guys are sitting on some lemons and avocado right now, but there's that much water in it, and so this is how much I take usually. That's it, every single time I eat, and then after my workout, right before I go to bed. That's as much water as I get every single time. It's like a half-second sip. I am finally getting a haircut today. I know I've been looking shabby on camera, plus I want to look good up on show. I just feel like having a nice haircut really suit everything well. Best part is, my mom cuts hair. She can do it at our house.
A few moments later.
And for the show, you already know. Dang, this is actually the shortest my hair has been in a very long time. I remember the last time my hair was honestly this short. Shout out to my mom. She did a phenomenal job. Round of applause. Everyone down in the comments, compliment my mom's haircut for me, please. Well, for her. You get what I'm trying to say. You guys see, you know, like, I've gotten ready for the show. I'm shredded. Everything looks great, right? And I just have to say, everything's not great. And no, this isn't like a sad sap story. I'm not trying to be super negative or anything. But I just want to talk about, you know, what it's like being shredded and how I would say just it's like a really unhealthy side of being shredded that a lot of people don't really talk about. And obviously it depends on how shredded you get. Some people look great at 11-12% body fat, but I'm finally now in the single digits. I would say I'm around 7%, maybe 8, and 9 would be like the highest I would be even willing to accept. But I think I'm at like 7.5, to say the least. Just gonna kind of go over the negative side effects because a lot of people don't actually talk about this stuff. So I'm gonna open up about it because I think a lot of people just see it on camera, a lot of people documenting their journeys, and some people's journeys I'm sure are better than others, but for the most part, it's not a good journey for everyone else. First and foremost, I should probably say, because I'm pretty sure you guys have seen a lot of videos, I'm alone in a lot of my videos, and that's because I feel like my social life has been stripped of me quite a bit from, you know, doing this prep and whatnot. That doesn't mean that just because, oh, you're on a bodybuilding prep means you have to cut out all your friends. No, it's not that. It's just activities that you typically go and enjoy with your friends usually involve, you know, maybe grabbing a bite to eat. If you're my age, you go and grab a drink. And, you know, maybe you go to someone's house and there's food and stuff. It's just, you don't want to put yourself in positions that could potentially harm, you know, a goal that you have, which would be, you know, stepping on stage or getting a super low body fat, whatever the freaking goal is for you. So that can be really unhealthy because then all of a sudden you become a lot more isolated and a lot more, I would say, sad or lonely, or, you know, you get lonely, you get sad. I don't know, whatever, you know, way being lonely affects you. Yeah, no one really talks about your social life being stripped from you, you know, because it gets to a point too where, especially if you're getting ready for a bodybuilding show, you can't do too much activity because you will burn too many calories. For example, like I've thought about playing spike ball with my friends, ordering one. I was like, I'm not going to order one yet because I can't go play. I'd burn way too many calories and I would be extremely exhausted and just, I would be even more flat, losing muscle, and just, it's a whole disaster. That's one thing, and that thing is honestly probably, if not one of the most important things to me, because I don't like being alone all that much. And a second thing, honestly, I keep telling people this, people are like, you look great. You honestly feel like crap. I've felt so like tired. I cannot tell you guys how many naps I've just randomly taken throughout the day. I haven't wanted to do anything. Like, you just don't have motivation to do a lot else, you know. Like, I've just willpowered a lot of stuff, like, you know, videos, editing. Like, I love editing for you guys. I love, you know, videoing for you guys. I love being able to talk to you guys, respond to comments, but, you know, you just get so tired and the only thing you're focused on, just because that's the, you know, instinct of the human body, is to just think about food and what's more important at the moment. So, you know, for my body, food is more important right now, and so is water. So that's just been unfortunate, just, you know, being lack in motivation and stuff like that. Another thing too is, like, I started questioning, I don't know if this goes for everyone, but like working out honestly started to like suck for me. Like, I was like, do I even enjoy working out anymore? And I know I still do. It's just my pumps haven't been great. Like, there gets to be a point where you can't go as hard in the gym because you are so low on energy. So it's just really, really tough. And it's just, it's a really bad place to be in, I think. And like I said, a lot of people don't talk about these negative things about being shredded, and it can just be like so bad. Like, it can just be way worse than you think it can be. Talked about this, but I actually got sick. But you can get sick easier. That's actually like a thing on Healthline. Like, when you're super low in body fat, you get sick, and I actually got sick like a few days back, so that really sucked. And that's really all I have to share. But I honestly don't think people understand how much of an effect it has on like your mental health. Just those three things in general. You know, being sick just makes you irritable, it makes you tired, it makes you angry. Not being around friends, isolated, that makes you either feel alone or you feel sad because you're alone. Having motivation to do anything, you just feel angry. So there's like a lot of just mental games that go on with this whole sport and just being low body fat percentage. And overall, I would say if like your lifestyle is to be shredded all the time, to me, it's a pretty unhealthy lifestyle unless you can balance like 11-12% body fat, but single digits is not a lifestyle that I want to live, I would say, often. That being said, that doesn't mean that, you know, I don't ever want to compete again. It just means like in my experience, you know, it's been good experience, you know, like this is fun, but at the same time, just being away from my friends and stuff and whatnot, like it has definitely had its effects on me. It's gonna do it for today's video. I just went on for a drive. This is kind of like my time to go like clear my head and stuff, but I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. If any of you guys are new here, do not forget to press the subscribe button because you guys know we'll be back. We're a couple days out, baby. We're almost there. We're almost there. But always, guys, die trying to do what you love. I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, sky's the limit.